If you've ever wondered if you could actually walk into a shop and spend your Pi coin on something real, like a coffee, a t-shirt, or even dinner, then stop scrolling, because what we're about to uncover will leave you wide-eyed. It's 2025. Open Mainnet is live. Mining has officially ended. Pi is trading on global exchanges. But the biggest question across every Pi community, from Nigeria to the Philippines, from Indonesia to the USA, is louder than ever. Can you finally use your Pi coin like actual money? Is this the moment we've all been waiting for? Or are we still stuck in digital dreamland? In this video, we're taking you deep into the current state of Pi coin's real-world utility. We're talking real payments, real businesses, real transactions happening across the globe, plus the juicy updates on exchange listings, merchant activity, and the next steps in Pi Network's bold vision for a decentralized economy. Now let's turn this over to you. Have you ever bought or sold something with Pi coin? And if not, what's the first thing you wish you could buy with it? Drop your answer in the comment section below. And don't forget to check out my previous videos for the latest updates on Pi Network. Link is in the description. Drop Pi Network to the moon and rep your country name in the comments. Let's see where our amazing Pi community is tuning in from today. And if you love this kind of content and want us to keep bringing you the truth, the fun, and the latest Pi Network news, then hit that like, share, and subscribe button right now. Also join our Telegram and Facebook page, links in the description below. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Nothing here is financial advice of any kind. Let's get started. So here we are in 2025, 5 years after the original closed Mainnet quietly launched in 2021. And now, with the open Mainnet officially live since February this year, the excitement is back on fire. But with the hype comes the pressure. People are asking, is this finally the time when Pi coin becomes more than just a number in your app? Is it a real currency you can actually spend? Or is the Pi network still dancing with potential while reality waits at the door? Now that Pi coin is floating in the open market, things are changing fast. As of April, you can find Pi listed on platforms like OKX, Bitmart, MEXC, and BitGet. That's right. Actual exchanges, real liquidity, and trading pairs that give you a chance to finally convert or acquire Pi through a more traditional crypto route. But wait, there's one big name that's still noticeably absent: Binance. Despite all the community campaigns, tweets, hashtags, and hopeful rumors, Binance hasn't yet opened its doors to Pi coin. Why? That's the mystery everyone's still chewing on. Some say it's regulatory, some say it's about compatibility, others think it's just a matter of time. But let's be real, even without Binance, the listings we do have are a big step forward. Pi is no longer an isolated island, it's docking into the greater crypto sea. Now let's get to the juicy part. Can you actually buy stuff with your Pi coin? Are people walking into shops and trading Pi for meals, clothes, or services? The answer isn't as simple as yes or no, it's more like sometimes, somewhere, and slowly. Across various parts of the world, especially in countries with strong Pi communities like Indonesia, Vietnam, Nigeria, and the Philippines, there's a grassroots revolution unfolding. Pi pioneers are using their coins to trade real goods and services. You'll find Pi users buying meals, custom mugs, phone accessories, clothing, handmade art, even design services, all with Pi. These aren't just screenshots or pipe dreams. These are real people making real transactions, often inside Pi community meetups, local bazaars, and via social media groups dedicated to Pi commerce. Sure, there's no McDonald's menu with Pi prices next to the Big Mac yet, but what's happening is arguably more exciting. It's organic. It's people-driven. It's not controlled by some corporation or third party. These transactions happen on trust, on belief, on community ties. You send Pi, you get your product. That's the magic of crypto in its rawest form. But here's where it gets even more interesting. With the rise of KYC-verified apps inside the Pi ecosystem, the game is stepping up. These apps are asking both users and merchants to verify their identities, making the space more secure, less scam-prone, and more credible. So now, not only can you spend Pi, but you can do it with someone who's been verified on both ends, just like using a regular payment gateway but with a twist of decentralization. Platforms like Pi Browser and Pi Chat are slowly becoming digital malls where Pi is the currency and your reputation is your wallet. In Vietnam, some Pi users are topping up mobile data with Pi. In Nigeria, there are graphic designers accepting Pi as payment for logos and branding. In Indonesia, vendors are exchanging home-cooked meals for Pi coins. These aren't just use cases, They're living proof that Pi is slowly becoming a real medium of exchange, even if it's happening in corners of the internet rather than giant storefronts. Let's talk future. Now that open Mainnet has kicked off and mining has stopped, the attention is shifting to full-scale merchant adoption. PiChain Mall is leading that charge, a platform where you can browse, select, and pay with Pi for various digital and physical products. And it's not the only one. New marketplaces and apps are popping up, all designed with Pi transactions in mind. The ecosystem is expanding, and it's only going to get crazier from here. Behind the scenes, developers are hard at work integrating Pi into broader crypto systems. Think DeFi platforms, decentralized exchanges, cross-chain bridges. The goal? Connect Pi not just to merchants, but to the entire crypto economy. Imagine Pi-backed NFTs, staking pools, or DeFi loans. It's not that far off, it's already being explored. Slowly, the building blocks are being laid for Pi to grow beyond just a community coin into a full-blown digital economy. Now don't get it twisted, PiCoin isn't ready to replace Visa or MasterCard just yet. We're still in the early stages, but compared to where we started, the leap is massive. We've gone from speculative mining to actual payments, from app balances to exchange listings, from theory to practice. The experiment is alive and people are watching closely. What makes Pi special isn't just the tech, it's the people, the network, the energy of millions who didn't just mine and forget, but who believe in a future where value isn't minted in banks but shared through smartphones. And in 2025, that vision is finally touching the ground slowly, quietly, but undeniably. Yes, challenges remain, regulation is a beast, liquidity needs to improve, merchant onboarding needs more support, but here's the thing, none of those are deal breakers. They're steps in a long journey. And if there's one thing the Pi community has shown, it's patience, persistence, and a wild willingness to keep building even when the world isn't watching. So can you really spend PiCoin in 2025? The answer is yes. With conditions. You can't buy a Tesla yet, but you can buy a t-shirt. You might not book a vacation, but you can pay for a digital service or support a local creator. Pi has become more than a concept, it's a movement, and in 2025 that movement is starting to walk. Where it heads next, that's up to us. So there you have it, PiCoin in 2025 is no longer just an idea stuck in a white paper, it's out in the world. You can buy real stuff, you can trade it on real exchanges, and you can be part of something that's actually happening. The open Mainnet brought the doors down, and now the real question is, how far can this thing go? If you found this video helpful, or you're hyped about where Pi is heading next, do me a quick favor, hit that like button, share this video, and make sure you subscribe so you never miss out on our Pi network updates. Now let me ask you this, what's the first thing you'd buy with your PiCoin today if you could? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you have any questions, thoughts, or cool stories of how you've used Pi already, I want to hear it. Type it out in the comments section. Your voice could inspire someone else in the community. Thanks so much for watching, you're amazing. I'll see you in the next video.